the Gayatri Mantra is the first among mantras. It's mentioned clear from the Rigveda. What I want to tell you is the story of the birth of the Gayatri Mantra. The mantra that among mantra Krishna said, I am Gayatri. Among mountains I am Himalaya. Among rivers I am Ganga. Yes, and among mantra I am Gayatri. Gayatri Mantra is the great mantra of illumination of light, chanted by Hindu, also Buddhist, Sikh, so many. And it's a mantra for the illumination of all of our consciousness, of the minds, because actually we're already illuminated, we're already holy, we're already one with the one, but sometimes the mind is the last to know. There's a man doing some jungle work up there, keeping it nice and tidy. So here's the story of this place. Once upon a time, a long time ago, there was the great King Kaushika, who was the king of India. He was a good king, he cared about his people. And one day there was a famine in the land, a bit of a drought. And so he went out with his men to the forest to look for food. Out to a jungle like this one. And after a day's journey out in the jungle, he and his men were getting hungry. And they came upon the dwelling of the great sage Vaisusta, the sage of this cave. This sage said, "Oh, my dears, you look so hungry. Would you like some water and something to eat?" And Kaushika, being a good king, said, "Oh no, we are many men and big and strong, and you are just a poor sadhuk type. We'll leave it. We'll eat you out of house and home." And Kaushika said, "You can take a picture. It's nice, no?" He's working very hard. So Kaushika said, "No, we'll eat you out of house and home." And the great sage Vaisusta said, "Don't worry, I'm very happy to feed you. You see, this food is not coming from me alone. The cow Nandini, who is the daughter of the great Kamadhenu, the wish-fulfilling cow of Indra, is here. So tell me what you want and she will provide." And so the great King Kaushika said, "Well, we could use a little food." And he started naming foods. And as soon as he named each food, it would pop forth. There was a banquet filled with the most amazing delights, perfect spices and fruits and desserts, even beautiful ladies dancing, everything they could want. And when they had fulfilled all their wants and were sitting there, suddenly King Kaushika thought, "Wow, that's a great cow. I should really have that cow. Look, there's just this little guy in the jungle using this cow. This cow could do a lot of good in my land where people are hungry." So he starts hinting around to who turned out to be the sage Vaisusta. "Wow, that's a very nice cow. Sure is a nice cow. What a powerful cow. Yeah, I'm the king of this land. I sure like that cow." And of course Vaisusta said nothing, just, "Yes, it's a very nice cow." And finally, after some time, King Kaushika says, "Look, I am your king. I command you to give me this cow." And Vaisusta said, "Well, I would love to give you this cow, but I really can't. You see, you have to be a Brahma Rishi. You have to be a Rishi, like we've been in Rishikesh. You have to be a seer of a certain level to even have this cow." The king was a great king, but he had a certain amount of arrogance. and a certain amount of greed, like if he wants something, he wants it. He was raised that way. And he gets very angry. What are you talking about? I can't have your cow. I'm your king. I command you in the name of this kingdom to give me the cow. The sister says, I'm sorry. I would love to give the cow, but I can't give you the cow. You're not at the level that can have this cow. Oh my goodness. The great king was now a very arrogantly angry king. And he commands, and he gets so upset. And he goes to grab the cow, and the cow disappears and appears meters away. And then he asks his men, I command you, get the cow. And every time they try to get this cow, Nandini, she appears somewhere else. He gets very angry now. Anger is taking him out of his peaceful, benevolent kingness. And all of a sudden, he's so angry, and he calls on his men to then attack to Vaisusta. Vaisusta, you make that cow come with us. Sorry, king, can't do. His men go to attack Vaisusta. And all the men, he has the men with him, and they're the best warriors of the kingdom, and they're drawing the arrows. And Vaisusta grabs his staff and goes, and all of their weapons disintegrate in his staff. Not only that, the men just fall down. Oh, Kaushika is very upset. But he realizes there is a power more powerful than all the king's horses and all the king's men. And he decides he doesn't want to be, he wants to always be the most powerful one in the kingdom. So he goes back home and he renounces his kingdom. He tells his queen, his sons, the palace, he leaves it all because he says, this man, this sage Vaisusta has something I don't have. In all my kingdom he has something I don't have. And so he releases it all and goes out into the jungle. And people tell him, look, if you want to get the spiritual powers, go to the sage Vaisusta. That's who you met. But he's arrogant. That's one of his challenges. No, I'm not going to him. He vanquished me. I'm going to be more powerful than him. So he does a lot of tapasya. Means living very simple in the jungle for a long, long time and getting some ability to really meditate. He's starting after hundreds of years or thousands of years even. He starts to get great, great power through his austerities. And at one moment, his yogic powers get so strong that they send a flame up to the heavens and they catch the attention of Lord Indra, god of the heavens. And Lord Indra's like, what is this? We'll see about this. And so here is great Kaushika, who's now becoming Vishvamitra.